Order of business remains motions, petitions, communications, and announcements. Senator from Jefferson 33. What purpose do you rise?
I've introduced a bill called Senate Bill 45. You probably haven't even noticed it. It's sort of like what we require when we require fiscal notes when we're dealing with financial matters. And the reason why we do that is that if we suspect or there's an indication that there could be a fiscal impact in the Commonwealth or in a local government somewhere, then we better get that information together before we start making decisions on it. Because once we make that decision, it's hard to reverse that. We all know that. Once we go down that road, we're dealing with something else. It's over. We got to get to something else. It's hard to recall something even when we make a mistake. So Senate Bill 45 deals with something that a lot of people would not like to talk about. A lot of people are in denial about. Yet our history yearns and calls for us to have conversations about, to resolve. And one of the reasons we don't get resolution is because we don't want to talk about this issue. And that is the issue of race. This race in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. I'm not going to go through the history of Kentucky, because Kentucky and the Commonwealth is a great Commonwealth. But like all things, has been imperfect and has a sordid part of its past. And I think no one would deny what I'm saying here in terms of that, and I won't get into all of that. But I want to get to the point. We passed legislation in here without a real serious consideration, given our history of setting policy, and have not in the process looked at all the aspects of the impact, the disparate impact frequently of individuals in this Commonwealth, which I think we all would not embrace. We don't want people to be treated in a way where they are diminished or put in a position where they can't thrive or challenge their dignity or something fundamental in terms of maintaining their health or the impact of a criminal justice system, even if we don't intend it. Because, see, there's something called structural and institutional racism. This is one of the most serious and significant things since I've been here that I've stood on this floor to address. We need more discussion. We need more investigation. We need to face the realities as we make policies that impact real people. That's going to liberate them to do great things, or it's going to put them in a box. I hope no one's uncomfortable about this. But if you are, that's your problem. In fact, that's a good thing. Now, the next step is to step forward and let's have this discussion and let's see how this works. So if we have a racial impact requirement, like a fiscal note or something similar, then we can investigate where it looks like there may be a disparate impact. We can at least on the front have that information in front of us as part of the process so we can make a more intelligent decision and not pass legislation that we know may take decades, if ever, to recall. It's difficult. Think how long it took us. Well, I won't even go there. So I'm saying all this to say this. I'm asking for you to have an open mind about what I'm saying. I'm not here to offend, and if I have, I don't apologize. Not given our history, not given the continuing impact of the legacy of racism in this Commonwealth. I'm asking you to open up to me and exchange in terms of our discussion with each other. I'm asking for us to step back from partisan perspectives. Let's not make this a Republican or a Democratic thing. Let's just open up for the discussion and let's tackle this thing once and for all in a positive way. I'm going to stop right there, Mr. President, because I've lived with this so long. In fact, I've lived with it in my entire life. That on one level it's personal, but here it's a responsibility. So I reach out to each and every member of this body to join me and others that feel and think of the priority that I give this, that you engage me this session in a very open way. Mr. President, thank you for your patience. Thank the members of this body for your patience. I look forward to the discussion.